Okay, last full day at Algonquin Park, December 2020, and we are going to hike the 2.3 kilometer Two Rivers Trail. It's a chilly day. It's about -6 with wind chill. It's supposed to get down to about -10 in the middle of the afternoon and just get colder from there. So let's get on this trail and hike it before we get chilly. It says there's a steep cliff. I don't know why, but I cannot really remember this trail very much. So maybe it's very popular in summer and we just don't hike it very often. Another tree blown down, probably during that big storm I was talking about in the last video. There's some cool mushrooms down there. Enough people have already hiked this since it fell down that the trail was made around the tree. I like the lean.
It's how I do it. I'm not trained like you.
More blow down and ice and snow holding down the trees. Something's obviously been there, eh? Oh, so beautiful with the snow and the ice and the branches of the trees, and it really shows the depth and the texture of the forest. Beautiful white pines and spruces all throughout. Yank! Well, that's a cool how it goes up. Good framing for a picture. I think I'll take my camera out and take a picture of that. Very cool. And another tree is down. All the short people go this way. And all the tall people and the kids go right over top of it. I'd be afraid that I would catch my pants on one of these. I'm not gonna grip my pants. Because that sounds about what would happen. I can just never keep up with these two. This is Chloe's first walk of the day, so she's always a little bit faster in the morning, and maybe I'm a little bit slower in the morning. Whee! Watch out for your eyeball. This trail is going to be longer than 2.3 by the time we go through past all these little side trails. Oh, it's just so beautiful out here. There's quite a breeze today, adding to the chilliness. But the great thing about the trail, at least this trail, is that it's quite protected from the wind, so. And if I keep having to run to keep up, if Chitra keeps having to run to keep up with the dog, it'll be nice and warm. Now, some of the trails in Algonquin Park would be quite difficult, maybe somewhat treacherous in the snow and the ice. And only some of the trails are plowed, like not plowed, for the parking lot. So if there's no snow, you can actually hike any trail. But if there's snow and ice and anything like that, I mean, you can hike the trail, but it might be difficult to find parking if the parking lots aren't plowed out. So keep that in mind. There is a winter trail map online that explains which trails are open year-round and which ones are only open if the weather is permitting. Running through the woods. Can you hear my little kid snow pants? These trails are well marked, so even if you were the first person on the trail, just follow the this trail has blue discs. Do they look like they're reflective? Yeah. And they appear to be reflective. Not that you should be hiking on these trails at night. The park information actually says in the wintertime you should not start a trail after 3 p.m. It does get dark in Canada in the winter between 4:35, depending on the time of the year. Woo! Like I was saying, it gets dark in Canada in the winter between 4:30 and 5, depending on the time of the year. Getting a little warm. So if you're winter camping, wear layers, and if you start heating up, start opening up your jacket. If you have ventilation under your arms, open that up. Take off your gloves. Last thing you want to do is start sweating, because then you're just going to get cold. You'll need to find some place to warm up. Up the hill. So I don't know if it's just because it's winter, but this is not as familiar to me as maybe some of the other trails. Taking off my gloves, opening the zippers on my snow pants. If I can get them open. It's hard to do things with one hand. This is several days before Christmas. 2020. We just heard that Ontario will be going into a lockdown. So this will be our last camping trip for a while. We're so happy to get in under the wire here. Little red squirrel up there saying hello. Was it pretty, Chloe? Careful. Very pretty. Gotta stop and take a few pictures once in a while and make sure we don't fall off the edge because we're at a cliff here. So these cliff areas, you need to be very careful. It'd be very easy to get just a little bit too close. And if there's more snow at the edge than you think, you could slip right down, and it's probably, oh, I don't know, multiple layers down, well over 20 feet. You would definitely be feeling that. And even if you weren't severely hurt, to the point that you couldn't walk out, you would have to walk out from there with no trail. So keep that in mind. Do you really want to fall, possibly die, or break a leg or an arm or multiple other things? And then on top of that, still need to figure out how to get back to your vehicle. Be safe. Just be safe. And as all the mummies are saying out there right now, we're not going to the hospital in COVID. And an even better view, eh? Gorgeous. We're getting the breeze here, so good place to cool down. So I spent so much time not just videoing that, but appreciating and just being in awe of that scene, that unless Citra and Chloe actually stopped, I'm going to be really far behind. But it's worth it. Here's another beech tree. We talked about how oaks and beeches keep their leaves at least through a portion of the winter. And just give us that nice color. Oh, there's a little chickadee. Probably wondering whether or not I have some food for him. Thing with chickadees, you see one, you usually see at least another one. And I see about 4 or 5. So I did say this was 2.3 kilometers, keeping in mind that winter kilometers are not the same as summer or spring or fall kilometers. You're wearing more clothes, You've got some slippery sections. It's cold. There they are. Oh no! This looks like a very treacherous little hill here. A little slippery. Hi. You got another view?
You missed all the playing.
Oh
She
man.
loved it. She ate that stick. She dug over there, rolled around for 10 minutes. Look down there, there's a river.
I'm gonna come close to the edge, but I'm gonna use this tree to stop me just in case. Wow. Can you see the little river down there? It's still open. Well, I'm sorry to say, we missed some Chloe time. It's like I need to be in two places at once. You know? That would be awesome. I could be videotaping the trail while videotaping me, while videotaping the dog, if there were only 3 of me. Maybe I'll get a couple of clones for Christmas.
Bye. See you later.
So as you can see, lots of great views from this trail. Got some red pines and some white pines and spruce trees, and I saw some tamaracks. It's a very coniferous boreal section of the park. Algonquin Park has several areas that you can experience all in one place. Go up and down that Highway 60 and you'll go from mixed hardwood forests, very sandy areas, very rocky areas, and then other areas that are primarily deciduous or coniferous trees, meaning these trees. These kinds of trees are coniferous trees. They don't lose their needles, the majority of them anyway. But we are primarily on the east side, Mew Lake Campground, the only campground that is open for, would you call it organized camping, is Mew Lake, and that's kind of in the middle of the park. So we're kind of sticking to the east side of the park with our hikes and our exploration.
This is what I have to do to look at the view.
Pardon?
This is what I have to do to look at the view.
Yeah. Chloe's not much of a view. She's not into views. She's more into smells.
Oh, it's beautiful. Go stand right there. I got to see it for about 3 seconds. Go stand right there. Really pretty, and that's a moody tree. Okay, I gotta go. Hold her back too much longer. See? Right?
Right.
OMG, that's beautiful.
Who's counting? How many views is this now? Again there. If you look down, you can see obviously one of the rivers, because it's called Two Rivers Trail, so I'm assuming there are 2 rivers. That would make sense, right? And then you can see the mountains off in the distance there. And another high peak over there. Can you see that one? Right now, Chloe just seems to run through the trails. She gets so excited at all the smells and new places that she doesn't stop. You know, she doesn't wait very well. And she's about 4 years old now, so it's not like she's a baby. Now it could be the foxhound in her, I don't know. But we're hoping someday she'll stop and just wait and not make us, or not make Chitra run through the trail like she does right now. That's okay sometimes, but sometimes you just want to stop and look, right? If we stop with, can't look at you while I'm doing this because it's kind of treacherous, so forgive me for not looking into the screen as much. I'm going down a hill. If we stop on these trails to have a snack, well, you know, she's going to stop and wait for that because she's going to get something. But if we're just stopping to appreciate something or you know, anything that we need to stop for, she's very impatient in that, and she wants to go, 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 go. So Chitra is off to the races most of the time, and unless there is a view where she's holding back the dog, I don't actually get to see her on these trails. So when we get to see her little red jacket out there in the distance, that's sometimes as close as I actually get to see her. So let's continue on and see if I can not fall down this hill. Look at how red and rosy my cheeks are. It's cold out here. See, I can put her. There we go. The other thing in terms of if you're outside with any kind of device, if it's cold, you will have less battery power in your devices. So, you know, stick those things inside your jacket close to your core. That will help. Make sure you have extra batteries for, you know, cameras or whatever you may have. And even you can even have a little power pack. And again, keep that stuffed into like an inside pocket of your jacket where your body heat is going to keep it warmer. Having said that, I am not following my own rules because I did not bring an extra battery on this trail for the camera. And it seems to go from half full to empty pretty quickly, so let's hope that we get through this trail without any issues. I'm shocked and amazed that they're here. Did you wait for me, Chloe? No.
Get you.
Chloe, slow, baby, slow. Hi. Oh my goodness, so exciting. I know, why am I so slow? Oh my goodness.
I just wanted to make sure you didn't fall down. It was slippery. And so I made Chloe come back to get you.
You're so nice.
Yeah.
Thank you for carrying me too.
They meant you could drive me down the hill, but I barely made it down last time.
Slippy, slippy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So here we are closer to a river. Not quite frozen. Look over there, where it looks like something has opened up the water, or it's just moving faster there, and I can see a bit of a current. So as you can see, lots of views of landscape and rivers along this trail. It does go up and down a bit, but not too crazy. Not like the Lookout Trail. If you've ever been on the Lookout Trail, hit that thumbs up for how crazy of a slope that is for a 1 kilometer trail. Holy. Makes it feel like it's about 3. So because we're not the first people on this trail, the trail has been compressed, right? And we've had some freezing rain. So these trails are a little slippery. So go down on the side of your boot, find some snow that hasn't been compressed, because that's going to make it slipperier, and try not to go down really steep inclines. Okay, still following those blue discs and the trail, of course. Oh wow, that birch? I saw it at the top there, yeah.
There's a cracker right up here.
That must have been cold night. Someday that's going to crack in two and hopefully not hurt anybody. Oh, there's a boardwalk. Who knew? Oh, we're getting near the end. So that was the Two Rivers Trail, 2.3 kilometers, right near Mew Lake Campground, which is the only campground that's open in the wintertime. Beautiful trail, a little treacherous when it's slippery, but just take your time and go slow. Make sure you're wearing winter boots. Make sure you take time to look at those amazing views. Let me know in the comments below how many views were there. I couldn't keep track. And, you know, dress in layers, but don't forget, when you start getting hot, you need to start opening stuff up and cooling down. So we hope you enjoyed that trail. And we're going to go and have a nice hot cup of chocolate or a cup of tea and see what else we can do today. Hope you're getting outside, hope you're enjoying everything and finding peace and happiness where you can. Take care, and we'll see you soon. It's a big... Okay, bye. So down the hill we go.